John D. Rockefeller, a name that evokes power, wealth, and controversy. A man who rose from humble beginnings to become the wealthiest individual in modern history. Rockefeller's story is one of ruthless ambition, innovation, and the dark side of the American dream. In this video, we'll dive into the life and times of this mystic figure, exploring the secrets of his success and the scandals that plagued his empire. We'll examine the impact of his business practices on American society and the enduring legacy he left behind. But this is no mere biography. It's a cautionary tale of unchecked power and the price of success. Join us as we unravel the mystery of John D. Rockefeller and discover the man behind the myth. His story is not just about one individual, it's about the very nature of the American dream itself. Before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to Terry Bradford. You're doing great things for this channel, and we enjoy having you here. Now let's get to the video. Early life and education. Born on July 8, 1839, in Richford, New York, John D. Rockefeller was the second child of William Avery Rockefeller and Eliza Davison. His father, William, was a notorious snake oil salesman, a term used for those who sell fraudulent goods or engage in deceit themselves. Claiming to be a doctor, he charged up to $25 per treatment for his so-called cancer cure. Contrasting sharply with him, John's mother, Eliza, was deeply religious. It seems the seventh commandment had little bearing on her husband's actions. Eliza, frugal both by nature and necessity, imparted a vital lesson to young John. Willful waste makes woeful want. Demonstrating entrepreneurial spirit from a young age, John raised turkeys, sold potatoes and candy, and even lent money to his neighbors. The Rockefeller family first moved to Moravia, New York, and then settled in Owego, New York in 1851. Here, John attended Owego's Academy. In 1853, they relocated to Strongsville, Ohio, where he enrolled in Cleveland's Central High School. He eventually dropped out, but his educational journey didn't end there. John went back to school, completing a 10-week course at Folsom's Commercial College, where he honed his skills in bookkeeping. At 16, John embarked on his professional journey, securing his first job as an assistant bookkeeper with Hewitt & Tuttle, a small produce commission firm. Initially, he earned $16 a month during his 3-month apprenticeship. Post-apprenticeship, his salary increased first to $31 a month and then to $50. By the final year of his tenure, he was earning $58 a month. As Rockefeller's early career at Hewitt & Tuttle unfolded, his entrepreneurial spirit and business acumen began to shine through. These qualities, combined with his keen eye for opportunity, would soon lead him to the doorstep of the burgeoning oil industry, where he would make his indelible mark on history. Entering the oil business. Before venturing into the oil industry, John Rockefeller formed a partnership with Maurice B. Clerk and George W. Gardner, entering the produce commission business. The enterprise proved lucrative, yielding profits of $4,400 in 1860 and soaring to $17,000 by 1861. Rising grain prices during the Civil War boosted their commission earnings. However, Rockefeller foresaw a decline in this sector, with the advent of railroads becoming the primary transportation mode for agricultural commodities. This foresight led him and his partners to pivot towards the burgeoning oil market. Unlike many who were drilling for oil, they focused on refining it, transforming crude oil into valuable products, most notably kerosene. Rockefeller's business acumen shone through his innovative approach to refinery byproducts. While other refineries discarded up to 40% of the oil product as waste, often polluting rivers and creating massive sludge piles, Rockefeller utilized this portion efficiently. He used gasoline to power the refinery itself and profitably sold other byproducts, including lubricating oil, petroleum jelly, paraffin wax, and more. In a strategic move in 1865, Rockefeller bought out the Clark brothers for $72,500, laying the foundation for the firm Rockefeller and Andrews, marking a significant milestone in his illustrious career. In 1866, John's brother William built a refinery in Cleveland and invited John into the partnership. They then brought in Henry Morrison Flagler, forming the firm of Rockefeller, Andrews, and Flagler in 1867. By 1868, this company not only owned 2 Cleveland refineries, but also a marketing subsidiary in New York, becoming the largest oil refinery in the world at the time. Rockefeller, Andrews, and Flagler was the precursor to the formidable Standard Oil Company. With the establishment of the Standard Oil Company in 1870, Rockefeller found himself at the brink of a new era in the oil industry. His sharp business instincts and unyielding determination would soon propel him to the forefront of the competition, setting the stage for his ascent to become one of the most influential figures in American history, dominating the oil industry. In 1870, the Standard Oil Company was established, marking a pivotal moment in John D. Rockefeller's career. It was during this period that Rockefeller began employing aggressive tactics to dominate the competition. Standard Oil expanded its influence across various industries, including railroads, shipping, gas, iron, copper, steel, and banking. Rockefeller cleverly manipulated the market to favor his kerosene. Retailers who exclusively sold Standard Oil's kerosene received substantial discounts on essential goods like meat and sugar, effectively driving competitors out of business. This strategy not only consolidated Standard Oil's market position, but also paved the way for its rapid expansion. In 1872, Rockefeller masterminded a series of strategic maneuvers that would come to be known as the Cleveland Massacre. In just 6 weeks, he managed to acquire 22 out of his 26 Cleveland competitors, often at a fraction of their true value. Rockefeller's strategy was to approach these rival refineries with an ultimatum: sell out to Standard Oil at a discounted price, or face the prospect of being driven out of business through ruthless competition. Many of these smaller refineries, unable to compete with Standard Oil's economies of scale and transportation advantages, had little choice but to accept Rockefeller's offers. This rapid consolidation of power allowed Standard Oil to establish a near monopoly in the region, controlling an estimated 85% of the oil refining capacity in Cleveland. The Cleveland Massacre marked a turning point in Standard Oil's history, setting the stage for Rockefeller's aggressive expansion tactics and the company's eventual domination of the American oil industry. While Rockefeller's business acumen and strategic thinking propelled him to unprecedented success, his tactics were not without controversy. Critics accused him of engaging in unethical practices, such as colluding with railroads to eliminate competitors and exploiting market dominance to drive rivals out of business. Rockefeller's actions also had significant environmental consequences. The rapid expansion of the oil industry led to widespread pollution, with refineries dumping waste into rivers and creating massive sludge piles. These practices had lasting impacts on local ecosystems and public health. Furthermore, Rockefeller's monopolistic control over the oil industry raised concerns about the concentration of economic power in the hands of a few. The public and the government grew increasingly wary of the influence wielded by Standard Oil, leading to the passage of antitrust laws and eventually the breakup of the company. Rockefeller's control over the oil industry seemed unshakable, but a major shift was on the horizon. In 1911, after years of legal battles and public outcry, the U.S. Supreme Court ordered the dissolution of Standard Oil under the Sherman Antitrust Act. The court ruled that Standard Oil was an illegal monopoly and needed to be broken up into smaller, independent companies. The dissolution resulted in the creation of 34 new entities, including well-known companies such as Exxon, Mobil, Chevron, and Amoco. Ironically, this breakup ended up benefiting Rockefeller financially. As a major shareholder in each of these newly formed companies, Rockefeller's wealth soared as the individual companies' stock prices rose in the following years. The breakup of Standard Oil was a landmark moment in American business history, signaling a shift towards stronger antitrust regulations and a more competitive marketplace. It also highlighted the complex legacy of John D. Rockefeller, a man whose business practices had sparked intense public scrutiny and legal challenges, yet whose wealth and influence only seemed to grow in the aftermath of Standard Oil's dissolution. At an estimated $300 to $400 billion, and cementing his status as the wealthiest American in history. As Rockefeller's wealth and influence reached unparalleled heights, he began to shift his focus towards a new purpose: philanthropy. With the same tenacity and strategic thinking that propelled his business success, Rockefeller turned his attention to addressing societal issues and leaving a lasting impact on the world, philanthropy, and personal life. During his retirement, John D. Rockefeller shifted his focus towards philanthropy, applying a business-like approach to address the root causes of societal issues. In 1890, he founded the University of Chicago, significantly contributing to higher education. Rockefeller's generous funding allowed the university to attract top scholars and researchers, establishing it as a world-class institution. The University of Chicago has since produced numerous Nobel laureates and has been at the forefront of groundbreaking research in various fields, including economics, physics, and medicine. Rockefeller's philanthropic efforts also extended to Spelman College, a historically black women's college in Atlanta, Georgia. His substantial donations helped the college expand its facilities and programs, providing educational opportunities for generations of African American women. Spelman College has gone on to become one of the most prestigious liberal arts colleges in the United States, known for its commitment to academic excellence and social justice. In 1901, Rockefeller established the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research, now known as Rockefeller University. This institution played a pivotal role in the development of modern medicine, conducting groundbreaking research on diseases such as yellow fever, pneumonia, and polio. Discoveries made at the Rockefeller Institute have saved countless lives and have laid the foundation for many of today's medical treatments and therapies, further expanding his philanthropic footprint. In 1913, he founded the Rockefeller Foundation. The foundation's mission was to promote the well-being of humanity worldwide, focusing on critical areas such as education, public health, and scientific advancement. The Rockefeller Foundation has been instrumental in eradicating diseases like hookworm and yellow fever, funding the development of the yellow fever vaccine. It has also supported countless research projects and initiatives aimed at improving global health and promoting social progress. In his personal life, John married Laura Celestia Spelman in 1864. The couple had 4 daughters and 1 son. A devout Baptist, Rockefeller's religious beliefs profoundly influenced his business ethics and philanthropic efforts. He passed away on May 23, 1937, at the age of 97, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his business prowess and his extensive philanthropic work. As we reflect on the life of John D. Rockefeller, it becomes clear that his impact extends far beyond the realm of his personal achievements. His unparalleled success in the oil industry, coupled with his strategic philanthropic endeavors, have left an indelible mark on the fabric of American society and continue to shape our world in countless ways. Legacy and impact. John D. Rockefeller's legacy is a complex blend of industrial innovation, economic influence, philanthropic vision, and controversial business practices. He transformed the petroleum industry with Standard Oil, introducing strategies that reshaped corporate America and led to antitrust laws. His philanthropic efforts in education, religion, and science, especially through the Rockefeller Foundation, addressed key societal challenges. However, his legacy also carries the weight of environmental impacts and debates over business ethics. If you thought John D. Rockefeller's story was captivating, wait until you discover the shocking tale of Enron, the company behind the biggest corporate scandal in U.S. history. From the heights of success to the depths of deception, the Enron scandal rocked the business world and shattered countless lives. Click this video right here to uncover the startling truth and learn the valuable lessons we can all take away from this cautionary tale. Brace yourself for a roller coaster ride through the ups and downs of Enron's meteoric rise and catastrophic fall, and discover the far-reaching consequences of unchecked greed and corruption.